Good morning, dear students. Let us continue with the 8th lesson in your moral science, which speaks about motivation. Motivation is a force or energy within us to do or complete some work that is given to us. So, the magical force, it is a magical force which allows us to complete our work on time or in a perfect manner. Abraham Lincoln faced many difficulties in life before he became the President of the United States of America. Napoleon Bonaparte was born in a poor family. His father was a simple lawyer. When he was in school, his classmates who came from rich families used to make fun of him because of his poverty. Napoleon tried to defeat them by showing excellence in his studies. So, though he came from the poor family, how was he motivated? He was not sitting and crying or running away from such situations when children made fun of him, but he tried to defeat that situation with a good motivation. What was that? He tried to show his excellence in his studies. He motivated all his attention towards the success of his challenge. It was a great challenge which he happily accepted. He worked hard and spent hours reading books. So, how did he overcome his difficulty? He spent long hours in studies and also read many books. Finally, he became one of the brightest students of his class. Thus, he showed everyone how motivation can make a man achieve his goal. What is motivation? Motivation is a mental quality. It starts in our mind that is present in a person since the time of birth. From the time we are born to this earth, it is present in our mind. Hence, we can say it is inborn or innate. Innate means it is within us. It doesn't come from out, it is within us. Besides, these mental traits means mental qualities, we acquire certain other mental powers. These mental powers are guided and influenced by education and environment. So, though it is in us, how do we bring it out? Through our education and environment in which we live, the family, the friend circle, etc. These natural and acquired mental powers influence the behavior of an individual and account for his motivation. In short, we can define motivation as a psychological and internal process originated by our needs that leads to the performance of an activity which satisfy those needs. It is within us. In order to satisfy those needs, we try to do something and that will lead to achieving our goals and satisfying our needs. There are certain factors that motivate a person towards his aim or goal. They are, one should have the knowledge of what he or she should do. So, first and foremost, we should have the knowledge of what should I do, what should I achieve. For this, he has to use various means available to him. But these means have to be chosen under proper guidance, not simply choosing them. You should be guided by someone who has a knowledge. Good friends and good books can help and guide you towards the achievement of your goal. Secondly, you should also have the knowledge of how to use them. Not only having knowledge of something is useful, but you should know how to use them. Amassing knowledge is useful in the development of a person's personality. So, amassing means collecting knowledge. For example, some of us may be very good in maths, in writing, but when it comes to mental maths or giving some amount of money to someone and how to calculate balance and all will be very difficult. But the people, those who are vegetable sellers, we find them that they are very quick in calculating and very quick in giving us balances, though they have not gone to school. So, having knowledge alone is not enough, but we should be able to use them in our necessities. So, this amassing knowledge is useful in the development of person's personality, but it is important for him to choose which type of knowledge is useful for him and how he should use it. For example, your father bought you a bicycle. It is of no use if you keep it parked in the lawn of your house. So it becomes useful only when you ride on it. Of course, you have to take pain. Sometimes you may fall, but yet you have to keep striving and you keep balancing it, then only you will be able to ride it. So having knowledge and how to use it, you should have the knowledge of how to use that knowledge. Then thirdly, hence you should develop a motivation to do a thing. So third thing is you should have a self-motivation. So self-motivation is attained through knowledge and action. Knowledge alone is not enough. You have to act it out, or you have to practice it in your life. Acquiring knowledge is a mental process. Bringing it into practice is a physical action. In order to reach a particular goal, both knowledge and action are important. In a man's life, they result in success. So, in order to attain a particular goal or aim in life, one should proceed in a disciplined and proper manner. Some easy ways to motivate yourself. How to motivate now? So, one point of achieving something, we saw that self-motivation. Now, how to motivate yourself? Be ambitious. When you are an infant, before taking your first step, you might have fallen several times. Many times you must have fallen. But it did not stop you from trying again, and finally you stood firmly on your feet and took the first step forward. In this way, the journey of your life began. So, in the beginning itself, when you took the first step itself, you were very ambitious to walk just like your father or mother. Similarly, Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary had an ambition of reaching the top of Mount Everest. Their motivation helped them to achieve the goal. Mahatma Gandhi started his freedom struggle in India with only a handful of people. Very few people were following him in the beginning. Inspired by his determination and motivation, almost all Indians joined him and helped him to regain India's freedom from the hands of the mighty Britishers. Beginnings will be always difficult, but when you go forward, when you are very strong in your motivation and achieving something, nobody can stop you. So one should have the knowledge of his own capabilities and liking. According to his capabilities, a person should mold himself. Thus, ambition of a strong desire to achieve a goal is essential. Otherwise, one should always be a loser in life. Otherwise, you will when troubles come, difficulties come, you stop striving for it. Secondly, you should have a goal. First and foremost, being ambitious not alone enough, but you should have a goal. It is must that you should have a goal or ambition. If you do not have a goal, what will you work for? Your destination or goal is the source of your motivation. For example, I must get 100% or 90% in my final examination. You have to work from the first term itself. Working only at the end of the term will not help you to get 90%. So therefore, you should keep striving, ambitious and also motivated. And first and foremost, you have to set a goal. Your goal should be lively, attractive and comprehensive. Comprehensive means understandable, not a complicated thing. You yourself don't understand what you want to achieve. This will make your life more planned and disciplined and help you to reach the height of glory and fame. So, in a man's life, there has to be goal to attain.